So for this bag, you need to make 2 of these flower squares. A step-by-step tutorial on how to make this square is up on my channel, and you can click here in the info card or in the description box. Once you have your 2 squares ready, leave one aside and we're going to work on the body of the bag. Take your yarn and make a slip knot. So wrap around your forefinger, go under, over, take it out. And here in the corner you can see treble, chain 2 and treble. We are going to place our hook into the second chain stitch of this corner. Insert your hook, just like that. And now take your working yarn and pull up a loop. Now you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. So here's our standing single crochet. We're going to hide the short yarn tail as we go, so put it behind your work. And then we're going to find the treble crochet and then insert your hook into that stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. And then into the next stitch, work your single crochet. And now just keep working your single crochets and I'll meet you at this corner. So I'm getting closer to the corner where you can see treble, chain 2 and treble. And I'm just going to make my regular single crochet into the treble, and here into the chain stitches I'm going to work my single crochets into every stitch, so not into the chain space. Right here, pull up a loop and work your single crochet, and then the same thing right here. And then just keep working your regular single crochets. And when you reach to this corner, you're also going to make single crochets into each of these 2 chain stitches. And then just make your regular single crochets and I'll meet you here. So to recap, I started making my single crochets from this point and I went all the way through and stopped right here. And in the corner here, I'm going to make my single crochet into the treble stitch and then into the chain stitch right here. And now chain 1 and turn your work. To begin a new row, just work your single crochets into the first stitch. Here it is. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And just keep working your single crochets. Continue making your single crochets on the 3 sides here, here, and here. Here's the standing single crochet that I've made in the beginning of the first row, and make sure to make your last single crochet into that stitch. Here it is. And now just chain 1 and turn. Now to begin a new row, just work your single crochet into the first stitch right here. Pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. So currently we are on the 3rd row of single crochets, and just as the 2nd row, you're going to make your regular single crochets on the 3 sides of your square, and in the end of the row make chain 1, turn, and work your 4th row of single crochets until the end of the row. Once you're at the end of the 4th row, you should end up on the wrong side of the work, and here I've got my 2 stitches left. Just make your regular single crochets. Here's the last stitch. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and now chain 1 and take your other square, and we're going to start joining these 2 pieces together. You want to make sure that the wrong sides are facing each other. Here's where we left off with the chain 1, and now insert your hook into the first stitch right here, and then find the second chain stitch of the corner. So here's the first one and here's the second. Insert your hook into the second chain stitch, and then take your yarn and pull through all of these loops. Now you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2. Here's our first single crochet, and now find the next stitch. Here it is, and then accordingly on this square right here and pull through 2. So we are joining these 2 panels by making single crochets. Find the next stitch right here, and here you can see the V. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And now the next one right here, and here's the V. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and continue working your single crochets. And our joining should look something like this. As you can see, it has this 3D effect. And once you get to the corner here on the other square, you can see the 2 chains. We are going to insert our hook into a regular stitch and right here into the chain stitch. So not the chain space. Just like that, and make your single crochet. So just pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. And the same thing right here, into the chain stitch. From this point, keep joining the 2 panels together by making single crochets, and in the corner don't forget to insert your hook into the 2 chain stitches, and then just keep working your regular single crochets and I'll meet you right here. Here I am as promised at the end of the row, and I've got 2 stitches left on this panel, and on this square I've got my treble and chain. So I'm going to join the stitch with the treble with my single crochet, and then into the last stitch right here with the chain stitch. Pull up a loop and pull through 2. And now chain 1 and cut the yarn. Take out your hook and tighten your knot. So after joining the 2 panels, you can see that we have this gusset part right here, and on this side we can see this 3D edge because of our single crochets. And now we're going to imitate the same 3D effect on this side by making single crochets on the surface. And we're going to start on this side where we started joining the 2 panels. So now have your slip knot ready. Turn your work on this side and find the corner of the square and insert your hook into the chain stitch right here. Just like that, and then take your working yarn, pull up a loop, hide your short yarn tail, and yarn over, pull through 2. So here's our first single crochet. Now find the next one. Here's the treble stitch, insert your hook, hide the yarn tail, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And then here's the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And don't forget to hide your short yarn tail. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And now you can already see the 3D effect of this edge that is very similar to this side. Now just keep working your single crochets on the surface. Once you're at the corner, here's the treble, chain 2 and treble. You're also going to insert the hook into the chain stitch, not the chain space, and make your single crochet. Just like that. And here's what you should have. Continue working your surface single crochets all the way through, and don't forget to make into the chain stitches in the corner, and then I'll see you in the end of this row. Once you get to the end of the row, you should have a 3D edge on both sides of the back. And then make your last single crochets. Here I've got 1 and 2 stitches left. So here's 1, and then into the final one. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. After making your last single crochets, we're gonna start making the back strap. To start, chain up 60. Take your hook and pull through a loop. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. After chaining 60, we're gonna make single crochets through the back loop. So on this side you can see the V pattern, and on this side we can see these little bumps. And you're going to find here's the first bump and here's the second. So insert your hook into the second bump, and then pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. And this is our first single crochet, and just continue making your single crochets through the back loop. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And then here's the next one. And continue working your single crochets through the back loop. Here they are, and I'll see you in the end of this row. And in the end of the chain, I've got 2 stitches left. Here's one back loop and here's the other one. And this last one is the 59th stitch. So don't forget to make into the last stitch just regular single crochets through the back loop. Here's the last one. Yarn over, pull through 2. And now take out your hook and leave a little bit of a big loop. Take your working yarn and put it like that. And now find this loop right here. Insert your hook. Take your loop, pull through, and now turn your work and take your working yarn. And now we are on the other side of our work, and to begin a new row, insert your hook into the first stitch right here. And then pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And just keep working your regular single crochets. And this is how our joining looks like so far. In the end of the row, you should have something like this. I've got 2 stitches left, 1 and 2. And I'm just going to make my single crochets. Here's 1. And then 2. And to begin a new row, chain 1 and turn. And now find the first stitch right here and start making your next row. Here's 1 single crochet, 2. And this is how your third row should look like. Once you get to the end of the third row, you should have something like this. I've got 2 stitches left and I'm just going to make my single crochets. Here's 1 and here's the last stitch. And now take out the hook, leave your working yarn in front of you. And then here you can see this loop right here. Insert your hook into that loop. Take your big loop, pull through. And now turn your work. And then take out your hook. And here you can see this V. Insert your hook into that V, into this left half of the V. And take your loop. And just pull through. Now take your working yarn and we're ready to start a new fourth row. So insert your hook into the first stitch right here. Pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. So just make your regular single crochets. Once you get to the end of the fourth row, make your final single crochets. Here's 1 and 2. And then to begin a new row, chain up 1, turn your work, and start making single crochets from the first stitch. And then just keep working your single crochets until the end of your row. When you get to the end of the 5th row, you should have something like this. I've got my last stitch left, and I'm going to make my single crochet into that stitch right here. And I'm going to make a slip stitch with this stitch. So it is kind of near the border. You can see here it is. So insert your hook into that stitch and make a slip stitch. And now cut the yarn but leave a little distance. And then take out your hook. So now we need to join these 2 parts and make it as seamlessly as possible. You can see here's the place where we finished off making the edge of the bag. And I'm going to take out this yarn. And then here you can see the loop. I'm going to take out this yarn just like that. And now I'm gonna use this thread to imitate the bee pattern and join these 2 parts together. So insert your hook into the stitch. Take the yarn. Just like that. So now we have one half of the V and we need to make the other half. So insert your hook into the stitch. Take the yarn. And here you can see that V. Just tighten it. So you can see here we've made a continuation of the V pattern. And now on the back side we're just gonna make a double knot. And then just hide these yarn tails in between the stitches. The way I'm gonna hide is using my darning needle and just hide on the inside of my bag. After you're done, you should have something like this, and we're done with this side of the bag handle. And now to the other side of the bag. I'm going to join these 2 pieces together. The way I'm gonna do it is put the front sides facing each other. So here's the front side of the bag handle and here's the front side of the bag. I'm just gonna put it just like that. And we're going to join these 2 pieces by making slip stitches. So right here on the body of the bag, you can see here's the first stitch of the edge. Insert your hook into that stitch. And then the same thing on the back handle. Insert your hook into the first stitch of this V, just like that. And then take your yarn and pull through these loops. Now chain 1, and I'm gonna find the next stitches. So insert your hook into this one and into this one. So I'm finding the outside half stitches of these two sides, and then just pull through all of them. And then the next one, here and here, and pull through everything. And now let's continue this one with this one, pull through everything. And now I'm gonna insert my hook into this stitch. It is kind of the treble of the square right here. And on the back handle, I'm also gonna find this last stitch right here. And I'm gonna also make a slip stitch. And then chain 1 and cut the yarn. Take out your hook. So this is how the other side of the bag should look like. But we are not done yet. We need to make the knots, secure them, and hide the yarn tails. And now thread your needle, and guess what? We're gonna imitate the V pattern. Okay, so here's my yarn, and I'm just gonna plan to imitate the V's right here. So I already have this half of the stitch, and I'm gonna insert my needle right here. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, not bad. So I'm just gonna make a knot then, but first, make sure that your yarn is on the other side. I'm gonna hide my yarn tail closer to the back side of the bag and then make a knot. Okay, now I'm gonna make a knot. Insert your needle, wrap your yarn around your needle, and take it out. And then hide the yarn tails in between the stitches. So for the other yarn tail, just do the same. Try to imitate the V pattern either of the back handle or of the back. And then make a knot, preferably on the wrong side of the back, and hide the yarn tails in between the stitches.